Hey there, food lovers. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the world of comfort food, and I'm super excited to share one of my absolute favorites, spaghetti bolognese. This hearty, delicious dish isn't just a hit at family dinners, it's a classic that's perfect for any occasion. Making your own bolognese sauce is super rewarding. Plus, the smell that fills your kitchen, oh man, it's irresistible. Let's get started. All right, before we jump into cooking, let's talk about what you'll need to get that perfect bolognese going. Here's the rundown of our ingredients: ground beef or pork or a mix, totally your call, 1 onion chopped, 1 carrot finely diced, 1 celery stalk finely chopped, 2 to 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 can of crushed or diced tomatoes, about 400 grams, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, olive oil for cooking, a splash of red wine, totally optional but adds fantastic depth, dried herbs like oregano and basil, salt and pepper to taste, and of course, spaghetti. Don't worry too much about being super precise. Cooking is all about what feels good to you. You can always swap out ingredients, like using ground turkey for a leaner version. Just get creative. Okay, let's get chopping. I like to start by dicing our veggies, that onion, carrot, and celery. If you've got a good knife, it'll make the process so much easier. You want them cut nice and small, kind of like little flavor nuggets that will melt into our sauce. Aim for a fine chop, but hey, if they're not perfect, no worries. Once you've got those all chopped up, let's heat things up. Grab a pan and pour in some olive oil. About 2 tablespoons should do the trick. Let that heat up on medium heat and then toss in your chopped onions, carrots, and celery. Sauté those for about 5 to 7 minutes until they're soft and the onions are a bit golden. And don't forget to add in the garlic in the last minute or so. Garlic love. Now, it's time for the star of the show, the meat. Add in your ground beef or pork to the pan. Break it up with a spatula and give it a good stir. You want it to brown evenly. This part usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Listen for that satisfying sizzling sound. Once your meat is nicely browned, it's time to season. Sprinkle in some salt, pepper, and dried herbs, like oregano and basil. The seasoning really brings everything to life. Mix it all together and let those flavors mingle for a couple of minutes. Trust me, this is where the magic begins. Now let's build that sauce. First up, add in the tomato paste, about 2 tablespoons. This is going to really enrich our mix. Stir it together until the meat and veggies are well coated. Then, pour in that can of crushed or diced tomatoes. Give it another good mix. If you're using red wine, now's the time to add that in. Just pour in about half a cup and let it simmer for a few minutes. The wine adds an amazing depth of flavor and takes this dish to another level. Let everything simmer together for about 30 to 40 minutes. You can cover it with a lid and go do something else while it bubbles away. Just check on it occasionally and give it a stir. The longer it simmers, the better it gets. While our sauce is simmering, let's talk about the pasta. Fill up a large pot with water. About 4 to 5 quarts should be good. Crank the heat up and let it come to a boil. Once it's bubbling, add a generous amount of salt. This is super important as it flavors the spaghetti while cooking. Add your spaghetti to the boiling water and cook according to the package instructions, usually around 8 to 10 minutes. You want it al dente, which means it should still have a slight bite to it. Also, timing is key here. We want the pasta to be ready just as that sauce is finished simmering. All right, time to bring it all together. Our sauce has been simmering to perfection and should smell absolutely divine. Drain your spaghetti when it's ready, but don't rinse it. We want that starchy goodness to help the sauce stick. Just toss it directly into the pan with the bolognese sauce. Give everything a good stir, making sure every single strand of spaghetti is coated in that delicious sauce. If you want a bit of creaminess, feel free to add a splash of olive oil or butter right at the end. Serve it up on a plate, and don't forget to sprinkle on some grated Parmesan cheese and fresh basil for that extra pop. And there you have it, folks. Your homemade spaghetti bolognese is ready to be devoured. I hope you're as excited as I am to dive in. Remember, this recipe is super easy to tweak to your preferences, so make it your own. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more delicious recipes, and share your own twists on spaghetti bolognese in the comments below. Thank you for cooking with me today, and until next time, keep cooking up those wonderful meals. Bye now.